What's on the smoker today? Bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf. Hey guys, thanks for checking back with another episode of Quein with Uncle Wood. Today, we're doing a bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf. We're going to take some ground beef, some pork sausage, a few vegetables, some other things, form them into a loaf and wrap them in bacon. Throw that on the smoker, glaze it up with a little sauce. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, I promise. So let's get started. We're going to take a little bit more than a pound of ground beef, probably about 1.25 pounds. To that, we're going to add 1 pound of pork sausage. You can use whatever kind of sausage you have on hand. I happen to have breakfast sausage, so that's what I use today. Kind of get those good and mixed up. And we're going to start with our vegetables. We're going to go with 1 medium-sized white yellow onion, just good and diced up. And get that in there. And we've got 3 peppers, a green one, a yellow one, and a red one. We're going to add those. And this is one of those recipes that's a little bit flexible. If you don't like peppers, don't add them. I do, so we put a bunch in there. Going to kind of get that incorporated into our meat mixture. And there's really no substitution for just getting your hands into this one. It's a little bit messy. Get a little bit of grease on everything, but you know what? I promise you it's going to be worth it in the long run. Now, this part's where I'm probably going to lose a few of you, but stick with me, I promise you it'll be worth it. Diced up mozzarella cheese. This is fresh mozzarella. They sell it in little balls. Take it, slice it up, throw it in there. We're going to end up with little pockets of mozzarella cheese inside this thing that are just going to provide little pellets of moisture that just really can't get any other way. First time I tried it, I was skeptical, just like I'm sure some of you guys are now, but trust me, it's absolutely amazing. Not something I ever would have thought of doing. I actually have to give the credit to Chef Tom from All Things Barbecue. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. A lot of good information there. Alright, so we've got the mozzarella in there. We're going to throw in about 1 cup Parmesan cheese. Just there again, going to give us a nice bite, add to that moisture level. We're going to throw 2 eggs, just lightly whipped up. And then we're going to go with 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. Now that we've got our breadcrumbs in, throw this glove back on just to protect my hands. Get in there, get it all mixed up. Alright, now we're going to take our pan and set our mixture right in the middle of our bacon here. Just going to kind of form that into a loaf. Okay, so now that we've got our loaf formed up, we're ready to wrap in our bacon. Before that, we're going to stop, giving us a nice dust of our Uncle Woo's Memphis Magic, our salt, pepper, garlic mix. And then we're going to hit it with some Smokemaster's Premium Barbecue Rub. Just to give it a little of that sweet barbecue flavor. It's going to carry through with the glaze we use on the outside. Alright, and at that point, we're going to start wrapping our bacon. Today, we're using our good Compart Applewood smoked bacon. If you guys haven't given it a try, I highly recommend it. The flavor is out of this world. And there we have it. Bacon wrapped meatloaf, ready to go on the smoker. Okay, so we're outside, ready to get our meatloaf on. You may have noticed I changed shirts. We're kind of fighting the weather, and a few minutes ago, I got drowned like a rat. So let's get this thing on, get it started. We've got our Yoder running at 300 degrees right now. We're gonna take our meatloaf, rack and all, and just set it on the bottom rack. Okay, we're going to give that about a half an hour to run, and then we're going to come out, start glazing the top. We're going to glaze that top every half hour or so until our inside reaches the internal temperature that we're after, and then we'll get it pulled off, slice it up, and see how we did. Okay, so we've got our meatloaf on the smoker and it's going. Right now we're going to come inside, make a little glaze to go back out there and hit the top with. So what we're using today is just our regular old Smokemaster's Competition Red barbecue sauce. And we're going to cut it half with just a good local honey, okay? So let's go ahead and get that made up. All right, and get that all nice and incorporated. What that's going to do is that honey's going to help thicken up that sauce a little bit and allow it to stay on the top of that meatloaf longer, giving us a little bit better penetration into the meat and the bacon as we go along. All right. Perfect. Here in about another 15 minutes, we'll get out there, get our first application on that meatloaf, and see how it's going. Okay, so we've been on about a half an hour now. We're gonna open it up, get a nice glaze on there to start with, and set our temperature probe so we'll know when we get to our internal temperature of 160 and we're ready to come off. So we've got our ThermalWorks dot. We're going to set that probe right in the center. We've got it set for 160 degrees, and it'll let us know when everything's ready to come off. We're going to pull off and glaze about every half an hour just to keep it going. Make sure we get that nice sauce base on the top. Check back with us. We'll see how it comes out. Okay guys, so we got it up to 165. We got it off the smoker. Got a few clips of that as we got caught back in that tail end of the rain that we've been dealing with all day. So we're back in the kitchen. Got our beautiful meatloaf laid out on our board tonight, and as I went to get my board out, it dawned on me that the guy that gave me this board, we lost this week. I'd like to send my sentiments out to the Farrell family. Jimmy was a pillar in our community and the barbecue community. He'd been around a lot longer than I have, and when I met him a few years ago, he taught me a lot. So Nancy, Kristen, Emily, our prayers go out to you guys and all your family. Jimmy will be greatly missed. So tonight, let's finish up this meatloaf and get it on the plate and think about happier times. We're going to get this thing sliced up. And the great thing about wrapping it in the bacon is they kind of give you a line. Just hit it right along the edge of that bacon. And we can break that out. Take a look down in there and you'll see those pockets where the mozzarella cheese were. We've just got all that moisture just dripping. So we're going to set a couple of slices of this over on our plate. And we're going to add some of Aunt Katie's mashed sweet potatoes. And check out an amazing dinner for this evening. I'm going to get in here and get me a bite. The peppers and that little bite from the Parmesan cheese, just absolutely amazing. Really sets off that meatloaf. Highly recommend you try this. Get you some ground meat, some pork, and a pack of that Compart bacon and go to town. Be sure and like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get a notification every time we kick out a new video. And we'll see you here cooking again real soon. Y'all stay safe and God bless.